Kev, I wanted to ask you a question about airports. I saw something by CM Punk. He put out a statement about autograph-seeking fans in public and cited hotels and airports. And you've been dealing with this for years. Um, he went further though, and he talked about it being stalking, which is, I believe, a crime in any state, with
But
some pretty specific guidelines.
they were just in Australia too.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you see any of the clips where people said like they spent $17,000 to go to the events? Like they were talking to people on the street of what they spent.
I believe it,
It
but
was, it was like, fuck, man. Like, I couldn't believe the amount of money people were. I swear one person said they had spent $90,000.
between seats and airfare, I mean, tickets,
Everything.
airfare, hotel, the whole shebang.
I have never seen more the night of the Crown Jewel. I've never seen that many those yellow Cena T-shirts that looked like they were given out like it was Tiger fucking Cap Day. Everybody in that fucking building had a Cena fucking shirt on.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable. And I'm thinking to myself, like, did they? I mean, fuck, they have to have the ability to print those like on the fly because there's no way that they would. What they knew they needed 11,000. They just just happened to.
I don't think it's unreasonable to think they sold them.
Oh, I know they sold them.
I mean, no, that they sold the full lot, because this is
Oh, I no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying though that they have to at this point in their business model, they have the ability, like they've got a printer there.
and
Like,
it's in every city. You're talking about.
but I
Yeah.
mean, but yeah, but like in Perth, I mean, there's no way they're fucking shipping anything. It's being made there and shipped to the arena.
It could be. There's some of the merch there. Um, but in regards to this, Kev, when you when you encounter fans at an airport or at a hotel and they're holding something out, right, as you walk by that they want you to sign, or they're taking a picture, is it, I mean, to go to the level of stalking because someone wants an autograph, to call it stalking, did you ever feel you were that violated?
I think that what happens is there's. It used to be early in my career. You might go to the airport and there might be three or four like younger fans. That would be at the baggage claim.
But you're talking about like your first runs? 'Cause 3 or 4 fans, that would have to be way back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it just wasn't that big of a deal. I just like I don't think wrestling memorabilia, but now like the card business has taken off, and if you can sign a card and all of a sudden that person's got you just made that guy
$1,500. Yeah.
yeah or $200 or so. And then there's always the guy that uses his kid.
Oh, is
He
the
uses a
front?
7-year-old kid to come up, and then you just sit and watch it. It's like watching any other scam in life. You don't react. You just sit back first and watch, and see. And I always look because you never want to tell a little kid to fuck off.
Right.
But if his dad's using him like that, and the thing is they'll say you can sign your name. That way I won't be able to sell it. Like, dude, when I sign your at these things on an 8x10, it's a glossy, and especially in Scotland, they say their name and they're with their accent. I'm thinking he's saying Matt and he's saying some other name,
Right.
and all you need is a piece of toilet paper and a drop of hand sanitizer, and you can wipe that fucking Sharpie red the ink pen
Right.
right off the fucking ape. Like, yeah, I'll sign my name. You got me. I don't know. I don't know that can be removed. So it's the hardest thing to do for me is to tell. Like, I don't want to tell a kid like no.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard. It's very hard to do.
But
But at
when
the
the
same
kid's being used
time,
as a prop,
but if the hotel is downtown, I doubt this kid lives down there. So somebody brought him, and so then it becomes I remember we'd be in a bar and like there'd be kids in the bars, and Scott would say like, "Who's the parent of this kid? Take your kid home, you fucking piece of shit. Like he shouldn't be in a bar." But now I just act like they're not there. I don't make eye contact. I don't acknowledge. Because I remember we were at SummerSlam. I think it was in Cleveland the year before last, and Jay was there, Uso, and they came. They came. He didn't. He was just like hiding by a fucking cement pole, and then he was watching me, like just I was waiting on my bag, and I just didn't make eye contact. I didn't. I just stood there like I didn't. And then my bag came. I got my bag. I said, "Excuse me," because I had to pick my bag off the thing and set it on the ground. I put my briefcase on top of my bag, and I walked. I was done. I walked out to my car service, and he saw me later on. He goes, "How do you do that?" I said, "I said I'm not active." I said, I
on
said,
the roster.
yeah. I
Yeah.
said, I'm not active. I said, I'm not asking people to fucking to do anything when I come to the ring.
Right.
I said, I'm to me, I'm a pedestrian that used to wrestle. So
Mm-hmm.
you have no right to fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, it's up to you. To me, if you're talent
Mm-hmm.
and especially the prices that these people are paying nowadays to go to these premium events. I mean, and you're making 5-7 million, you know, as one of the boys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think you sign.
And I think they probably do. Now, Punk's issue is pretty specific. You're talking about people following him, and I don't know
Well,
if you're
that's
talking
the
about
whole
him
thing.
or his wife,
Well,
but
see, the thing is, though, they get into the hotel,
mm-hmm.
and then all you have to do one time is let you get in and then they just sit outside and they watch, and they see what number the floor it stops on. Then they know he's on that floor.
Right.
Then you get up in the morning and you go down to the fucking elevators, and there's maybe a bench or something down there and there's 16 people sitting down there. That's when it gets, and it's on your floor, and then they think they're going to get on the elevator with you, and that's when it becomes a problem.
Mm.
Especially if I had my wife with me, fuck, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's traveling with his wife now, so it's like that's I absolutely can see why Phil would be like, fuck this,
Mm-hmm.
because it changes the. I mean, I don't care how fucking tough you are, you know. I mean,
But where's the line, though, Kev? Here's the thing: for a fan, I mean, when I was a young fan, I waited outside the Meadowlands in the back by the gate by the ramp. And guys would get out and walk toward the ramp with their bag. I'd hold out my thing, ask for an autograph, and I usually got one. Um, but I was never aware that I was in imposition. I just kind of thought this was the deal. Like, I saw you on TV. You're awesome. Can you sign this? And
Yeah, but you were there with without malice.
correct.
You weren't.
Oh, I
You
wasn't
weren't
looking to sell anything.
right. I
Yeah,
mean, so
no.
there's a death and see, and I think when you're trying to make money, it changes the whole personality of the person. You can fan interaction and vendor interaction is completely a different interaction.
True.
And
Right.
you can tell when somebody's a vendor. When they come up and they've got 10 cards positioned on a fucking cardboard sheet for your convenience to sign all 10 immediately, and they've got the perfect that blue pen that Top sends you when you sign the cards. I mean, it's just that's the guy you just,
Right.
you know. I remember one time we went somewhere and this guy just kept like fucking with Scott. And I remember Scott just there was like four pictures on this, and one of them was his, and Scott drew dicks on all four pictures with a black Sharpie, just like there. I mean, I remember at one of the WrestleManias, and I was on the cover of the program, and I was in this like a back room, and every one of them that came to me, Scott had signed across my face.
Oh, I love that.
And it was like at the beginning, I was like, then I kind of got hot, you know.
Did you really?
Yeah, I kind of got hot, you know, like that's kind of dicky. And I said, yeah, but that's the whole thing. Like now I have to like it was long enough. Like it was an hour and a half before I saw him again. And I said, man, you were busy signing my picture today. And then he was just like, I didn't sign your picture. I said, yeah. I said, you wanted to sign on the front of the magazine. You didn't want to have people go inside and find your picture. And then he was just like, he was like, oh, that your psychology's working. He goes, I know it fucked with you. I said, yeah, it did. I said, but I got over it.
Brilliant. You could do a whole book on the mind games of the clique to each other, like
Exactly.
in the ring and also at the
Yeah.
autograph
But I
session.
mean, I can see Phil's position, especially traveling with his wife. But man, at those huge events that you like, I've never been to Perth. We never ran Perth. We just ran the East Coast of Australia. We never ran the West Coast.